Hey guys, Tony DiPaolo here. I'm here for an update for October of 2019. It's been a couple months since I have done my, I like to call them monthly updates, but like I said, it's been a couple months. So I have some exciting things here I'm going to go over, so please pay attention. And not towards the end, but the third thing I'm going to go over is very, very important for those of you that possibly want to get started but don't want to go through the whole hassle of it's not really a hassle, but setting up a brokerage account and getting everything all set up, and you want to kind of just get your feet wet first. Okay, so anyways, this is an update for October 2019 on my passive income portfolio. And most of you, if you've been following me, you probably know that this is what I focus on now is passive income. In fact, if you wonder why I don't do a lot of marketing videos and stuff like that anymore, this is why. This is what I've been doing. This is how I'm paying my bills. This is basically what is taking me to my early retirement, if you will. Okay, so very important that you pay attention here. So let's see here, moving forward. Okay, now my number one, well, not number one program, but the first program here used to be called Hypergrowth, and now they're going by 3 to 5 year plan. Okay, so if you remember Hypergrowth, I've touched on it numerous times. This is the same program. They just changed it to 3 to 5 year because their strategy is basically to have you at millionaire status, meaning trading $1 million or more in 3 to 5 years. Okay, now they've been in beta stage for quite some time. It's been almost a year now, so some of you might be familiar with it. Maybe you even got involved a while back and just kind of let it go. They had a few problems in the beginning, like anything else, in beta stage, testing out different brokers, testing out, more importantly, different traders, and that's what I'm going to go over here in a second. So their accounts now, everything is up and running, okay? Their new primer accounts are all ready to go. It's basically, they have 2 different trading accounts right now. Each one is $300 minimum, so you can get involved with as little as $300. And if you want to be in both trading accounts, it would be $600 minimum to be in both accounts. Okay, and just to give you an idea as far as returns, although you can't guarantee any returns, the bottom line is their aim is to get a net of 15%. Okay, 15% net, meaning after the performance fee, and you only pay the performance fee, by the way, on profits. You only pay so there's no fees or anything unless you make a profit. If you make a profit, then they would deduct the 25% performance fee at the end of that given month. Okay, now last month they actually did over 20%, okay, for the month of September. Everything's on point. These guys are, these traders are on fire, very professional. They trade millions of dollars. In fact, they even withdraw, the one trader alone withdraws over 6 figures on a monthly or every 4 to 6 weeks, 30 to 45 days, taking out over $100,000, okay, out of his personal trading account. So these guys are no joke. They know what they're doing. So you guys, if you're not involved with this, I highly, highly recommend you get involved. Okay, it is Forex trading. Of course, there's a degree of risk and everything, so obviously use only money you can afford to go without. But this is an excellent long-term strategy to put your money aside and let it grow for a couple years and get out of that rat race. Okay, so this is one of the passive incomes I have in my portfolio. Okay, they do have, you see here at the bottom, a referral program. Now, for those of you out there that do want to share this, or maybe you're a marketer, I'm going to tell you right now, bar none, this is more lucrative. The referral aspect of this is more lucrative than any affiliate business out there. I'm telling you. Okay, for numerous reasons. And the best part about it, it does not come out of the deposit or that the people make. So, if you come in with $1,000, I don't get a penny from that. Okay, so that's what the beauty of this is. The referral aspect, the referral commissions come from the trading itself, from the broker themselves. Okay, so basically every time a trade is made, there's a percentage of that profit, or even on losing trades. Okay, it's just the amount of the trade itself. A percentage goes to a percentage of the broker commission, should I say, that from the spread and so forth, goes to you as the referring person. Okay, and just to give you an average idea, if you brought in somebody with $1,000, you can average anywhere around $100 per month off of that person's $1,000. So that can be extremely lucrative. And what's very important to remember is, as the account goes up and up and up each month, okay, or if they add to their deposit, it's going to add to your commissions. So I'm going to tell you right now, 6 months down the road, you can very easily be making, $20, $30, even $50 to $100,000 per month just on the referral commissions alone, which is excellent, because that way you can let your trading account sit there and grow for a few years, and get to that millionaire status that we talked about without having to withdraw from it each and every month. Okay, so very important there. Oh, one thing that I didn't put on here, I should have, is this is not going to be open forever. There's a good possibility before the end of the year, or by the end of the year, they're closing this off, especially to USA residents, to people if you live in the United States, just because they're trying to keep this very private. They're not trying to get thousands of people involved, and they want to make sure that they can't take $100 million of money and create a millionaire for everybody. So they want to make sure that it is able to be leveraged for each individual person's, for every person's account, should I say, so that we can get to that millionaire status. Okay, so you guys, this is, I might have a link. If you got this in an email, I might have a link for this. Otherwise, just come to me, ask me any questions. This is by far top of my list. Okay, FX Generation. Now, you guys probably already know, this is my hands-free. My brother and I are running this program. And, I can almost say that we've been in beta stage for quite a while, because it's been a lot of trial and error. We've seen a lot of broker manipulation going on. And this happens with all brokers, guys, all brokers. I think we're on our third broker right now. But we're happy. We're finally getting things tweaked. Our trading strategies, everything's finally coming to fruition here. In fact, last week we pretty much got everything all tweaked and everything, and as a result, we had an excellent week, 30%. You guys, that's for a week, okay? That's 30% in 1 week. Now, we're not going to do this every week, obviously. We do aim for 5 to 10% per week. There's going to be a lot of weeks, obviously, as you see here, that we do a lot more, and there's going to be weeks where we're right on that figure, or possibly even lose, have losses. But overall, that's what we're trying for as far as our average, 5 to 10% per week. Okay, it's 100% hands-free, just the same as the 3 to 5 year we just went over. Completely hands-free. You get it all set up. You open your brokerage account. You fund your account. You have full control of your funds at all times. That means that the only thing we can do, and it's the same thing with the other one, the only thing we can do is trade the account. We can't deduct, take money out of your account or anything like that. You have full control. You want to stop the trading, you stop the trading. You want to withdraw, you withdraw. I mean, you have full control of your money at all times, okay? So, again, if you want information on this, if you don't have it yet, go ahead and get back to me, and I'll be happy to furnish you with that information. You may want to, since we just now kind of, as I said, got out of beta stage, getting things all tweaked out and calibrated to where, basically we're getting these trades down to a science for consistent earnings. I mean, our personal accounts have been winning consistently. I'm going to go over that in a minute. But for so many different reasons, this MAM, what we call a MAM account, which is like a managed account where we're trading for you, it was just, there was all kind of manipulation going on. They weren't getting in the same trades. They were taking losses where they should have been wins. A lot of different things happening there. So we finally got that going good. But you might want to, give it another to my next update and say, okay, Tony, how's it going now? And then jump on board at that point. Otherwise, feel free to jump in with the 3 to 5 year one in the meantime, okay? Before that's too late, guys. Like I said, they're not going to be around forever. Now, this is the exciting thing I want to mention to you guys. This is brand new. This is for me. This is a trading pool. This is for those of you that don't want to set up a brokerage account, or don't feel like doing it right now, and you just want to kind of get your feet wet and basically have me do everything. And the way this is going to work, in fact, you see here, it's a very limited time. There's a reason for that. I'm only going to open this for a short period and allow X amount of people to join me, because I'm not trying to, have hundreds of people come on board and have all these accounts I have to, do accounting for, So this is only going to be open for a limited time, and I'm only going to take on so many people, probably like maybe 8 to 10 people, something like that. So you guys, first come, first serve. I do want to start off by, full disclosure that, make sure, once again, this goes with anything, okay, especially any kind of trading, is, again, use risk capital only, okay? Only use money you can go without, okay? I don't want the stress on me, okay? And you definitely don't want the stress on yourself. Even though, yes, you'll be able to take out of it and stuff like that and withdraw periodically. I'm going to go over that in a minute, but I just want to stress that, use risk capital only. There's obviously a degree of risk, as far as losses and stuff like that. Now, that being said, okay, as I mentioned a few minutes ago, this is how I've been generating my income. This is how I'm making a living for a while now, okay? It can be very, very lucrative, extremely profitable when you use proper risk management, which obviously I do, okay? And when you're getting, when you're getting the right trades, when you, it's all speculative. You're trying to determine which way the market's going on certain currency pairs. Again, this is Forex trading, okay? All these are Forex trading. That's trading currencies. This is a 5.2 or 5.3 trillion with a T, $trillion per day business, guys. This is huge. All the big banks and everything, this is what they're doing with your money when it's sitting in the bank, earning you 0 or 1 or 2% a year. Okay, so this is Forex trading. I'm doing the trading with this trading pool. You would simply be piggybacking my account. So what does that mean? That means I'm trading my account. Your funds are simply going to be pulled in with my funds, and of course it would all be proportionate. So if you have if the total account's 20,000 and you have 1,000 in there, you would have 1/20th of that account. Okay, and moving on here. Okay, I already brought this up. Risk capital only. I cannot stress that enough. Full transparency. Okay, guys, since I'm doing real trading, yes, I will. In fact, if you want to see some proof of recent trades, I can do that. I didn't want to show it on here. I have to be careful on doing that. It can't be looked at as like enticing you or anything like that. So per request, if you say, okay, Tony, let me just see some of your recent trades, how it looks and whatnot, I'll be happy to do that. But moving forward with this trading pool, okay, it'll be full transparency. I will give a weekly update as far as profits and losses, okay, and I will be sending out a monthly, in fact, I think that's coming up here, monthly things. Now, I mentioned this already, limited slots, okay, limited spots here. So this is very important that if it's something you want to do, you get in touch with me right away and say, Tony, this is, I want to, and you guys, and this needs to be done in Bitcoin, okay? This goes for all of these, and that's because the brokers have to use Bitcoin. Now, I'm not trading Bitcoin, so this is just simply how you're making your deposit. Once it's into the trading account, it's in US dollars. Okay, so the Bitcoin is just to be used for the deposits and for getting a payout. Okay, so again, limited spots, so make sure you get back to me. Now, here's the way we're going to do this. It's going to be a 50-50 split. What does that mean? Okay, any profits that are made, okay, we will split it down the middle 50-50. You'll receive half the profit. I will receive half the profit since I'm doing all the trading, okay? In fact, just to let you guys know, the majority of the trading I do is in the London session. If that doesn't mean anything to you, that's just basically the time of day that I do trading, which is very, very late at night. I'm in Pacific time here in Las Vegas, so it's typically between like 1 and 5 a.m. And that's just because that's where we get the best trades. They seem to have the best movement, and it's just where, when we seem to be the most profitable. Okay, so I'm going to be up at, the wee hours of the morning here doing the trading, and we're going to simply split it 50-50. So if we have a good week and we produce 20, or like last week, 30%, okay, you would get, actually last week with my personal, I think it was around 22-23%, because I took Friday morning, should I say, I took Friday morning off due to NFP, because very volatile once a month when the NFP is going on. Plus I just wanted to get some rest, get some sleep. Since I had a good week, I took off. I didn't want to give back any of the profits. So anyways, for instance, if I had a 25% week, okay, which will not be uncommon, okay, you would get 12.5% for that week, okay. And like I said, I'll send this out weekly, letting you know the profits, if we broke even or if there's any losses or what have you. But I'll be sending out a statement to you, which will reflect your half. So whatever your balance is, it's going to be your deposit plus any profits at the end of the given month. Okay, pretty simple. Weekly compounding and profits. Like I mentioned, we're going to mention it's going to be added to your account weekly. Okay, and I will be compounding weekly. So let's say we have a decent week, and we make 20%. Okay, now then going into the next week, I will be compounding. You will be earning on that new balance. I don't like to compound midweek just because sometimes it's like, you have a good day and then you compound it, and then you have a losing day and you just kind of added to your losses because you raised your lot size, your trading volume. So I like to do it weekly, which seems to work out very well, and it's extremely lucrative. I mean, you guys, at 20% a week, that's doubling an account, compounding in a month, like 4 weeks. So, and again, I'm going to stress, we're going to go for like 5 to 10%. This is on your end, okay? There's no guarantees, guys. This is trading, but past profits, again, do not indicate future results, okay? Just keep that in mind. I have to cover my butt here, okay? So, but I will be compounding weekly with the profits. Monthly statement, monthly withdrawals. Okay, now as I'm going to start it out, just because I don't want it to be an accounting nightmare for me, everyone's going to have their individual account in like an Excel spreadsheet, okay? So what I'm going to do is allow withdrawals on a monthly basis. And it just makes it easier. That way I could do one withdrawal and pay everybody out. Okay, now if you're in a situation where you just absolutely need it, you guys, this isn't a company thing or anything like that, so just come to me, explain the situation, and I'll definitely work with you. Okay, and it does take just a couple days to get a withdrawal, usually next day, sometimes 2 days, when the markets are open. Obviously the weekends the markets are closed, but it is 24/7 Monday through Friday. I'm sorry, 24 hours a day, Monday through Friday, should I say, that the Forex is open, okay? So if you do have any special requests, no big deal, just come to me, okay? And like I said before, we're trying to average 10 to 20% per week. You guys, yes, that is per week. And believe it or not, I do not risk a lot per trade, okay? I only risk a few percentage per trade of the account. And yes, we do hit a very high percent of wins. In fact, one of the trading signals I use hit around 85, 88% of the time winning. And what's nice is when we do get a loss, it usually takes like maybe two wins to get that back. So if you're doing the math, you only need around a 60, 65% win rate to break even or get into profit. Okay, so very, very profitable. And yeah, it says here last week was over 20%, like I had already mentioned. This is important, okay? I don't plan on doing this forever. I'm kind of doing this to help you guys get your feet wet and, learn and realize how much money can be made in the Forex business, okay? So my intention, or should I say the end game, okay, for you would be to have you branch off and go on your own. Now, does that mean go on your own and have to trade on your own? Absolutely not. If you want to do that, yes, you can. Okay, I'll let you in on like where I get my signals from and stuff like that. But more importantly, you just simply take your account, withdrawal, and either, if you're not already in with the other two platforms, okay, you'd want to get involved with those if you're not already. And then the other option is I don't know for sure, but I might be doing what's called like a copier service where you can piggyback on my personal trades with a copier. And that just means you would open up your brokerage account using my broker. That would be the only thing that I would ask of you, is that you give me the courtesy of opening up under my broker, and that way, it's not a lot, but there's a little bit of commissions involved, like I mentioned earlier with the other one. So at least I'm making a few bucks there. But the nice thing is we won't be doing a 50-50 split anymore. Okay, you'll be earning almost 100% of the profits at that point. Okay, so that's my goal for you guys down the road, is to be on your own, have your own trading accounts, and enjoying profits like I do. Okay, so. Again, any questions, get back to me. Again, only limited spots available if you want to piggyback with me here. Now, if you want to know where I'm getting my signals from and you want to do your own trading and all that, let me know. Okay, again, I would just simply ask that you sign up with my broker, and then I'll give you the signals. And there is a cost to it, yes. And if you do all the signals that I do on my own personal trading, it's more than one service. I actually pay for multiple services. Okay, so that's one of the advantages you're getting here. Yes, we're splitting the profits 50-50, but I'm incurring all the costs as far as paying for these signals. Okay, we do gold. We trade the gold versus the U.S. dollar, and then plenty of trades on a daily basis with the other major currency pairs, and doing very, very well. In fact, the one signal service that I'm using, I'm going to let you know right now, in over 8 months has not had a losing week. That's not to say we won't have a losing week, but just to give you an idea of the power and the quality of these trades. Okay, that 20%, that's not uncommon to get 20%, 25, even 30% in a week's time. Okay, and then there's going to be times where you have a rough week, you have a few losses, then they're going to eat up the profits, and you might break even for the week, maybe take a small loss, or just gain a couple percent or what have you. But the nice thing is we do not bet the farm or anything like that. We're very careful with our money management and our trade volume to be able to get it back into profit in a very quick, should I say, fashion. Okay, so that's about it, guys. If, again, any questions, get back to me and just let me know. Yes, I would love to talk to you on the phone. If you want to ask me some questions, guys, by all means, do that. We'll set up a time. I'll talk to you on the phone. As far as minimums, maximums, I don't really have any in place. I do ask that it's, if you do want to jump on board with the trading pool, that it's at least a couple $100 or more, just to make it easier for accounting and stuff like that. I don't want you to say, here's $50. I mean, you're not going to go too far with that. Try to make it at least $200-300, and then of course, $1,000, $2,000, whatever. That's fine. I've been dealing, trading in tens of thousands of dollars without any issues for quite a while now. Okay, so get back to me, guys. So you can see here, I had a little fancy little PowerPoint for you guys. I just never really used a PowerPoint presentation. I figured I'd just put one together. It's a little more cleaner looking for you, and that way you can't look ahead and everything. But hopefully I got all your questions answered. But by all means, get back to me, and we will talk soon.